Welcome.
Test, test, test. Okay, here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for qualifying. It's happy hour here as we arrive in Misano for round, I believe, 10 already of this season. We have had a very long season so far, but we're finally rolling again with a double header here as we arrive at the Italian track. Testing practice has brought us a lot of information. It will be another Lambo versus GMG fight. I mean, no, you have to come back to the pits, Otmanos. You have to come back to the pits. You cannot just respawn on track because you have no fuel. If you run out of fuel on track, you're done. Alright, everyone line up, because it's time to start Q1. I don't think we'll have enough people to do a Q2, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Green flag flies here, and we have started qualifying, and that's not the timer I was supposed to start. I need to lower the sound way more, because I can barely hear anything. Anyway, we see the drivers head to the cars. I will respawn myself in a short moment. If anyone joins, I need to let them get teleported. As the first few drivers are going on track. If you get damaged in the pits or your engine fails in the pits, you are allowed to respawn. If you get it on track, then you're a bit more cooked. But yeah. Also, no driving backwards out of the pit lane or fully backwards on the pit lane. Since yeah, as I have no one here, I cannot spectate anyone. As I
Just rejoin, bro.
I think I need to bring... Oh. I thought he needed a teleport. My bad. My bad. You can press shift to earlier, right? Oh, my bad. Alright. Why can I not see anyone? There we go. Alright, we have
What do you mean you can't see anyone?
No. The spectate thing didn't work, so I have to reset myself. You should reset yourself now. Anyway, we're on board with Onmanos, who's starting first on lap. Just in case, of course, puts in the first lap time. It's out of the pits, so it doesn't really represent anything. We're very well made is flying on track, but Onmanos through turn 1 he goes. He was pretty fast in practice. Fastest in FP1, second fastest in FP2, and goes wide. I think that's a corner cut. He's backing out a little bit, but let's go on board with RoboMesa, the man from California. A very decent recap where he took pole and got P2 in Chile. He's looking very rapid here today as well. Lemon, his teammate, struggling a little bit more with a 26.1 first sector as he's entering the second sector. And there's 2 Lambos, 2 GMGs, and 2 new Pampa Racing. The classical top 3 is complete here in qualifying. Let's see what they will perform here as RoboMesa now entering the second sector. Into the high-speed Kings. And does a 24.5, a very fast sector for him. He will cross the finish line, and what time will it be? 1:14.2. That's a very rapid lap time for him. Let's go on board with Lemon. As there's someone in the gravel. Who is that? It's Onmanos. Onmanos into the gravel. He is standing still. He is able to continue driving though, so he's not out of it. But that's a very interesting moment where we see our championship leader into the gravel. If he doesn't qualify, he will be starting from the... Well, at the moment P5 he has a valid lap time on the board, but it wouldn't really a good lap time, 1:35 for him. board shot with him to see what he will put in his first sector. And he's downshifting a lot. Now upshifting, saving fuel probably. His controller is glitching. It's not great for him. He has some problems right now, so let's go on board with someone who's actually driving a little bit faster. Let's see the sector times of Muse. Who's doing an invalid first sector, but Lemon is improving. He's at 26.7, not the best sector one we have seen, but he's now flying through the second sector. Let's see what he can perform in here. Bit wide in the hairpin, I do not know if that's a corner cut or not. Can take a little bit more speed with him, but he is probably losing a tenth or two just because that wide line he took at the end of it. It's not really worth it to go that wide there, but he probably broke a little bit too late. And the result is what we saw on stream. As he's now entering the final sector, putting his first lap time on board. I guess it would be a 15.2 with the way he's driving across the finish line, and it's invalid, but it's a 16.1 even. That's way off pace. He's drifting Casey's on a decent lap, but I cannot spectate him. Oh, there he is, overtaking his teammate. Of course, on a little bit of a offline streak for him. And he puts it into the pit lane as Josh puts in a lap time on the board. Aqua car in P4 right now. As Robo Mesa's in the pit box, he has done one lap. Charles improved to second place with a very decent lap himself as well. 114.9 puts him all the way to second place, still 7 tenths behind Robo Mesa. Well, Manos, the man struggling with his controller. He is on a lap now. He's pretty speedy in the first sector, 26.196, only a few thousandths off of Robo. Let's see what he can perform in the second sector as he just takes the hairpin here onto the long straight. And a Lambo, of course, with the best top speed, maxed out their engine, was news of the week. No more resources on top speed available. They have the most out of it. Let's see what Manos can do with that onto the straight. It's not a purple sector for him. It's a 25.0 actually, which is a bit slower than you would like. Might still put him into P2, but it's way off pace of Robo Mesa, who did a 25.5 in the second sector. It's 5 tenths of a difference in the one sector with only 2 really braking zones, and there we go. 5 tenths in sector 2 are instantly noticeable on the lap time. 5 tenths down on the end lap of Robo Mesa. Still P2 though, very solid result for him. The two protagonists of the championship still fighting with each other, as I will do a quick check on the... Oh, I am fumbling right now. Quick check on the setups. And back to stream we go. And we're on board with Isle of Football. He was a bit offline for the last few races due to football as well, as someone has requested a teleport, which I will grant. As your Red Club has since done the fast sector 1.
Bro, look at the leaderboard.
Oh, George has done a lap for P2. Yeah, I'm busy, News. I'm doing it. Don't be so impatient, please.
Don't be so patient.
Don't be so impatient. Oh, but the RA Club sector was invalid, and now he's cutting corners to gain a little bit of lap time, which is not uncommon in qualifying. He did it in Chile as well. Lambo used that tactic in Chile as well. Nothing really illegal about that. Just cutting the track a little bit. Corner kits don't really mean anything in qualifying anyway. Direct Club in the purple sector 3 according to the graphic, but it was a very, very much cut final sector. Let's see what he's able to do whilst he's trying his first legal attempt. Of course, the rear wing upgrade the team has brought, big one they had available, bringing a bit more balance to the rear of the car in hopes of a more stable platform. The Right Club in the first sector, let's see what he did. He did a 26.4, not a bad sector at all. He's absolutely flying out here. Let's see what he and his GMG engine can perform out here. As he's drifting through the finals, through the hairpin, I think he might have had a corner cut out of that. And he does not open his ERS, so probably will be a corner cut. But a very good lap for Josh. Puts him in second place. We have not seen Lemon do any valid laps yet. At the moment we have 10 cars on track. The Right Club spins it around. Football with a 117 and Lemon with a 26.7. As the news has joined the track as well. No, Lemon, no. You're terrible, you know that. As Robo Mesa, what a first sector he has performed here, 26.0. We cut away from Lemon to see what Robo Mesa might be cooking. That's a way up his first sector. He might be on for a 114 lap. He takes a very tight line into the hairpin. Looks like a very good exit as well. DRS enabled. ERS likely as well, as he will take the fast kinks. High speed, of course, and then we have a slight braking zone right into a harsh braking zone. Right on a limit of track limits. A little bit wide, could have cut the apex a little bit more, but it's still looking decent. What was the second sector? Second sector 24.5, matching his prior attempt. Across the finish line, Robo Mesa will come and he will probably improve. And it will be a 114.9, ladies and gentlemen. The first 1.14 lap we have seen all weekend long. And that's an amazing lap by him. Let's go on board with Lemon, who's still struggling to put in his first valid lap times. 26.4 first sector, still decent for him. As the Right Club is complaining about his car being broken. Oh, no, you double spawned it. Just despawn both cars. It's clearly double spawned. Come on. We use your brain for a few seconds. Robo Mesa is already talking about, whoa, what the shit was this lap? As Lemon's entering the pits. Yeah, sure, go ahead. At the time being, it's GMG in P1, Josh in P2, P3 of Manos, P4 is Charles, so it's GMG sandwich for of Manos, News in P5, you've seen him go faster in practice, drifting Casey not far behind, and then the two NS Motorsports round off the final lap times that are on the timing sheet, but we're on board with Josh with the yellow car, yellow helmet, all yellow. Yellow is his color, apparently Bumblebee. I don't know what I'm saying, but it doesn't really matter. Josh with a first sector of 26.6 and a 24.7, not looking too bad. Let's see what he will perform in this final sector. Missing the apex quite bigly, a gate snap of oversteer as well. And Charles complaining about something, probably in the chat. Yeah, I made a screenshot out of it. I will check for you.
We didn't even have this setup system in 2023.
No, but I was normally it's at the bottom of the list, but Google reordered itself, so I couldn't really see it. There we go. All right. In the meantime, let's go on board back with Lemon, who's still trying to put a valid lap time on the board. 26.7, 24.9. Not the fastest lap times, as the Ray Club probably did an invalid last sector again. Where's the Ray Club? That's an invalid.
That's the first sector.
But still, he's still struggling to put in a time that's competitive enough to topple the pole position place. Of course, he has won the race victory, hoping to fight for the championship. As Lemon puts himself on the board, 1.6 seconds behind his teammate, but it's a valid lap time after all. So that will be a bit more handy for his future efforts. As Robo Mesa did not improve again. Of course, a lap time like that is hard to improve.
Improve upon. Come on, man. Where's your English lingo?
Me speaking very English good.
Yeah, okay, that's not professional commentating.
No,
let's get this guy out of here.
It's definitely not. As Almanos finally gets a lap down, that's a 1:14.4. He's now back in second place, but only clearing the real Cappy, better known as George, by 2,000ths of a second. That's a very shy gap, but it's good enough to be in front of them.
Fuck no, it isn't. Watch this.
Okay, big words from Josh. Let's see what he can perform. He has a 26.5 first sector, not too bad. 25.
Oh, that's fucking ass. Never mind. I was kidding.
But let's see what he can do in the
26.5.
Yeah, it's a 26.5. Your second sector is not that much better. 24.7, that was a corner cut for sure.
Nope.
Oh, well, he's still on a valid lap time. Let's see if he can improve upon his lap. As he enters the final corner, cutting the apex a little bit. He goes massively wide, and that will lose him a little bit of time. As
that was fucking ass. 15-0, kill me.
As the news has rejoined, so I can expect a teleport request soon from him. Why are my brakes so delayed? I don't know. Maybe brake earlier? I don't know. I don't know where you're braking at. I don't know what your setup is. I mean, if you have a high top speed setup, then you will probably have a little bit less power as you brake. As he cuts the course, of course, to start his lap a little bit faster. Of course, with the amount of people we have on track, we will have we won't have another qualifying session unless magically 2 people join. I mean, 1 people news is on track, but Charles improving at 26.2 and a 24.8. Let's see if he can improve upon his lap and he can take the place away from his teammate and maybe even Almanos. but he's taking it very precautiously into the final sector. I don't think it will be an improvement right there as he enters the final corner. Way too wide, just like Josh did a few laps ago, as across the finish line, and there's no improvement from him as Shack up with Lemon did a 16A. He probably has found a place where he can change the lap a little bit. I'm sure it's invalid. Yeah, it is invalid. An amazing sector by him.
Didn't we make it illegal to cut corners to gain time in qualifying? Why is everybody doing it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, with the fuel, probably they're trying the least amount of fuel.
Yeah, but everybody's... I've been doing laps like an idiot for like 25 minutes.
I mean,
they've probably done like twice the laps as me.
I mean, I made it illegal to start your lap early, like leaving the pits. I didn't really make a corner cut rule about it. At least not like
yeah, I'm gonna start doing it too.
I mean, sure. You would be a fool if you don't, probably. As
you know, I was under the conviction that it was illegal.
Well, the pit lane thing is illegal, not the...
No. The like the cutting corners to gain lap time in qualifying thing.
Well, it wasn't. Maybe I should make it illegal. I cannot really do it now.
I remember it always being illegal. What?
I don't, but if it was, then it's me just having bad memory.
Yeah, I remember us calling it out specifically, saying, no, you cannot do this.
Oh, and Uri Clip is out of the session. He has lost he's lost his rear wing. He's gone into the gravel, he's lost his rear wing. It's in the gravel trap, so I don't think anyone will have any issues with his. Is my road first? No, Uri Clip is just having massive leg flags. Oh, Skykai, it's fine. You can still join. I mean, is Hughes driving already? No, he's not, probably. Kimi, he's driving. If Skykai joins within the next 2 minutes, and we have Kimi in here doing... Oh no, we won't. He's on the leaderboard already. I'm stupid. No, we won't have enough people for a Q1, Q2, Q3 session. That's a bummer. Why is he not being brought? No, alright, you're out of it. You're not gonna respawn your car. You're out of the qualifying session. You crashed! You lost your rear wing! You're out of it! You have, like, lost your rear wing. That's done. I fucking made an announcement out of it. Yeah, but not for your rear wing damage. Front wing, fine. Although... Well, I suppose I should have been clearer about that, but I mean, I have been pretty blatant about rear wing damage not being respawnable in, like, forever. As there's a fucking Lambo front wing in the pits. What the fuck happened here? In the meantime, since we did not get the extra people, we will revert to the 5 minutes extended, so the leaderboard will disappear, but don't worry, we still have the L. Don't worry about that. We still have the L. Sounds terrible.
I thought the session was almost over.
No, you know, if we don't have enough people, I was at 5 minutes.
I was about to shit my pants.
Yeah. You know,
like
yeah,
you
that's fair. No, that's a fair point. I should have been more clear about my wording. As the news has gone to P5, overtaking Lemon. We have now 4 people in the 114s, 1 in the 113s, just barely though, and we have Lemon in P6. He's just the fastest of 115. So let's see if we can see any improvements. Skykai will probably set his fastest lap, his only lap so far as well. I'm not able to spectate him yet, but that will come in a short moment. As I will reset myself. You should reset yourself now.
Now.
And I will also have to recheck some. Since we have more people, I also have to recheck the Parc Fermé rules. Anyway, the Earth Clip, another very fast sector. Of course, he has found a loophole. I should have been more direct with the wording. Next time around, if you lose a rear wing, it's done. I forgot about the wording. He has found a loophole in my wording. If you can bring it back, I should have been way more clear. Fucking hell. Odd Manos. You need teleport, okay. And there's a Chatham Grand Prix car here. Bring OT. Anyway, there's a lot of cars in the pit lane right now. News has improved. Skykai's on the board. He's P11 as it stands right now, but he'll be on the grid. He's happy about that. Robo Mason's out on track, but he has done a very good sector too. Let's see what he has to say in the final sector across the finish line. And it's an invalid 139. It was slightly faster than his lap, but on the other hand, I don't think anyone will improve here. On his lap time was a very, very good lap for him, as no one is really going that much faster. As we have seen some ridiculous setups for every team, but GG is the one that's using a bit more downforce than anyone else. Oi, oi, oi. I'll take a look at that after, but I think someone broke par for me. And I don't think they're gonna like it. But at the meantime, no one is really improving. Only 2 minutes left in the session. Skykai's improving. Let's go on board with the Ferrari driver, who's kind of keeping the team afloat as it stands. As he indeed improves to 1 minute 18. Alafoub also improves now in front of his teammate. As Manos is on an absolute fire with a 26.0 lap time. Let's see what he can perform in the second sector. Maybe get close to the time Robo Mesa has to perform here. As he goes a bit wide, but takes a late apex onto the throttle a bit more early. DRS enabled. And let's see what his second sector will tell us. Of course, the GMG versus the Lambo. It's different philosophies in terms of cars. Still two very competitive drivers. The second sector, 24.6. It might be very, very close for them two. As he goes a bit deep into that corner. The last corner approaching now. Can he keep it tight? And he has done so in the final corner. Across the finish line he'll go. Surely it will improve. But there's a front wing laying on the front stretch. He does improve, but I think that front wing was a bit annoying and in the way. There's no safety car. It's just a yellow flag in sector 1. As I think I mean, Lemon, you asked for a teleport. Oh, already got brinked. Already got brinked.
Already got bricked, bro.
Hey yo. But Almano's cutting in very close to Robo Mesa, but just shy of his lap time. I think that's going to be a very frustrating moment, especially with the debris on track. It's a spiker front wing, so I think News has to explain something to his one-time teammate. As qualifying is coming to an end, and I think most drivers are already done with qualifying. Robo Mesa might be on a lap. It's a 26.0, but that's a very good lap. His final lap of the session. So already probably has gotten pole here. No one really seemingly close. Lemon is pretty close with the 26.0 himself. Is he on track though? He is indeed on track. The two GMGs at it. The final few laps of the day. Not of the day, but of the session here. As Robo Mesa, second sector. What were we looking at? 24.7. Slower than his last lap. But Robo Mesa can still bring in a very good final sector if he keeps it right on the edge. And he does so. Final corner approaching here. Can he cut it very, very clean? He does, but he could have been a bit more faster through there. But let's see how he's done. It's a 1:14.0. Lemon way slower in the second sector, but can still improve on his best lap of in the final corner. He comes. Where will he stand in the qualifying session across the finish line? And he has invalidated his lap, but it would have not got any improvement. So that's qualifying done for today, boys. It's Robo Mesa on pole, Almanos in second, and Josh brings it home in P3, right in front of his teammate, who is P4. Used in P5, Lemon will be P6, and P7 will be the other Lambo of Drifting Casey. The Red Club has broken park from A. He will be starting from the pit lane. On a football in P8, and P9 will be Aquacar, and P10 is Senior Fan. 57? 5.7, you're not running 5.7, dude. No, but you broke park from A. You were running a bit more rear wing after you left the pits than you were before. No, the other way around. My bad. In your first moment, yeah, okay. So you're starting from the pits. You know that. Okay, good. Race is in an hour and a half about, but let's interview our pole sitter for today, Robo Mesa, since I will be able to commentate this time. Robo Mesa, come to the stand. You have pole position. Robo Mesa versus Almanos. That's the championship battle at the moment. Almanos was on a flyer, but there was some debris on the straight which caused him to slow down, and his lap was a tenth slower by him. I'm pretty sure the 10th could have come from there. Tell us, how are you feeling after this moment?
Well, it looks like we got the car figured out to a pretty good degree. Setup-wise, everything. This is probably one of the more better prepared races I've been to. For qualifying, like, I also hit that wing on my last lap, so that might have affected me going into the final lap a little bit, but you know, that's whatever. I've had a couple of runs here that I messed up, you know, hitting CCs or whatnot, so looks like I got the track figured out pretty well. This is probably the fastest lap that has ever been done here. I actually went faster with an invalid lap, and I'm kind of thinking about that one that I could have gotten, you know, a couple hundreds faster if I didn't go a little bit too far on one turn. But you know, it is what it is. We're still the top car. You know, that extra point is very useful. So, just looking forward to the race.
Yeah, of course, from 11 points back, you're now 8 points back, and it would mean if you bring it home in the race with the fastest lap and race win, and Oddmanus were to finish second, you guys would be even on points. That's a very interesting prospect to look forward to. Of course, GMG Motorsports has brought a new aero package, a few new upgrades on the car. Do you feel those have made a positive effect on the performance of the car and made the car a bit more competitive overall compared to the other teams?
On a track like this with the downforce that you need, definitely has made a big play in it. I mean, we were looking really good last weekend. I really just messed up last time from bad strategy, but I think we could probably mitigate those issues this time.
Alright. Of course, Oddmanus will be starting right behind you. You guys have been going at it last race. Do you think it will be a very, very tight battle this round again?
There could be some pretty intense racing at the end, yeah.
Alright, well, amazing job for you. Congratulations on the pole position. That's back-to-back 2 poles in your career here as well. Wish you the best in the race, and 3 points extra.
Thank you.
Alright, and that's your pole sitter. Let's now go to Oddmanus, who's in server as well, who now finally actually has a profile picture that symbolizes him a little bit. Oddmanus, a bit of unluck in the final lap. You could have taken pole with the lap, but just missing out because there was some debris. Tell us, how are you feeling after qualifying, and do you think you can see yourself beat RoboMesa in the race?
Yeah, first of all, gotta say congrats for RoboMesa. It's been in a really good run lately, especially it's been close for the championship lead. And yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest. It was really a bad qualifying session for me, to be honest. I wasn't really getting like concentrated with the car. It was all over the place. But somehow at the end, when I got my stuff together, then bad luck comes sometimes to stop me. Well, if you're gonna ask me if that lap was enough for a pole, I can say it was, in fact, because I literally braked. I pressed the freaking brakes at the end of the straight. But yeah, anyways, it's not like worrying that I lost pole position, but it just matters a lot since it gives you 3 points, and now we know that RoboMesa has just closed down with that pole position by 3 points, and is now just 9 points behind us. So yeah, that gives you a little bit of pressure in the race.
He's 8 points behind you.
Is it?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he was 11 behind.
Yeah, Paul's 3 points.
Yeah, so now we're just gonna focus on the race.
What do you mean? Yes, so 11 minus 3 is 8, bro. Oh, okay. Anyway, I digress. Go on.
Yeah, I said we have to focus on the race. It's the most points award giving, and I hope that Drifting Casey might probably help us here, the podium, because we got the Constructor Championships. We gotta catch up to GMG, but yeah, I think it's gonna be really close with Robo. Although the simulation has showed that he might have a bigger hand here.
Alright, of course, the championship battle is heating. There's still a good amount of time to go, and Josh, the third man in the championship, he's also in P3. Do you think he will give you guys a challenge today and maybe beat you guys in strategy in the long runs?
Well, Josh is a consistent driver, he's a worthy driver, and you can't count him out, for sure. I think he's going to be in the mix too. He might have a chance for the lead at some points, we don't know. But yeah, he's definitely into count more than any other driver outside the top 3. And Yeah, I think this is how championship battles are like in real life. Some moments happen, and we're gonna all remember them after the season ends. I think this one was just one of like those championship deciding moments.
Alright, well, we see that in when the season ends. Of course, you guys are very, very tight, but we're now going to the guy in P3 who qualified 5 times behind Robo Mesa, but still put in a valiant effort. Let's see what he has to say. The guy from Noob Empire Racing has 1 victory, multiple poles already. Josh, how is your day after P3?
Oh, sorry, I was watching Diecast Racing. Well, I would have been a bit bummed about P3 if it was only by 2,000s, but then he put 4 tenths on my head, so I'm feeling pretty good about it now. It's a good result for the team, being P3 and P4. There could have been a couple tenths left on the table. Some drivers would have performed better in my car, but I do believe that at least the Lambo is quicker than us and the GMG is better set up than us. So all things said and done, I can be pretty happy with the result. Of course, the sight is not set on the qualifying, it's set on the race. And of course, the thing I want the most is for the team to score as many points as possible and not particularly personal glory. So I think the result of the team in general is something I can be very proud of.
Alright, of course, Charles is not far behind you as well. He's right behind you, actually, 3 tenths down of you. That will mean that Noob Empire Racing has P4 sealed as well. Do you think you can score a double podium with the team?
Double podium is something that is difficult. Drifting Casey will move up on the grid because he will have insane race pace thanks to the engine under his hood. And of course, we can't deny the fact that Robo and Otman are light years ahead of us when it comes to pace. Noose cannot be discredited either. He is very close to Charles in an inferior car, and he's only a few tenths off me. So it will be difficult. I think a result like the one we did in qualifying would be an incredible result. And I can only hope that we get at least 1 podium.
Alright, well, thank you for your time. I wish you the best of luck in the race. And
yeah, I'm gonna go watch Diecast Racing.
Alright, as we will invite... Where's the man? Ryan Gosling. We will invite the man in P4, the teammate of Josh, to stage. And I'll move Manos back to the audience.
Yeah.
Alright, P4, not the most best day, but not the worst day you could have had. Tell us, how did qualifying go from your point of view?
I've been 14.2 in the very last corner, so that makes me pretty mad with myself because I did not expect to make such a stupid mistake on that last corner. On terms of pace, I can be quick thinking about maybe long stints, but on shorter distance I'm a bit slower. I'm not compared to Otmanos or other people, I'm not really that quick. I might get into making maybe faster laps sometimes, but more mistakes, so I don't really know what's going to happen. From my last races, I can tell you I just made a mistake in every single race. Mexico, yeah, for crashing in the formation lap. Same goes for Pakistan, where I did the most stupid thing I could ever done, and it was crashing into the last corner after only 2 laps. And the last race also I made a stupid mistake, so I hope I won't repeat anything like that. This track I really like it, so I don't think that's going to happen, but one really big challenge is corner cuts. That's what's scaring me about this track.
Now, of course, they play a big factor, although they are a bit more lenient than before, but still 10 corner cuts will give you a 5-second time penalty, and 40 corner cuts is already disqualification. Do you think we'll see any drivers disqualified for today?
I think we might have someone get disqualified. I think even myself, I can be not at risk, but I have to be very careful. I don't wanna have any penalties. I mean, if it was only 5 seconds and everyone else had one, because I think that's probably going to happen, that's okay. But I don't wanna add extra time. I prefer taking a corner slower than getting a penalty. So I'll be pretty careful driving.
All right. Well, good job today, and good luck in the race.
Thank you.
As we'll move over to the guy in P5, which is News. Let's get him up to stage. Well, that's P5 in a car that's pretty mid. Tell us how was your qualifying from your point of view?
Well, I had to go like halfway through it, so that kind of threw me off a bit, but I mean, it was okay. I could probably have gone faster. Yeah.
I could have probably gone faster.
Currently, your team boss, GapPX, is talking to me, which is amazing timing. You could have gone faster, you said. Of course, the Spiker is not really known for their best speed. Of course, they still have the Lambo engine in the back, but still a good effort by you. Tell us, how is your race plan going to work out?
I don't have one. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'll probably start on the medium, so that's probably the way to go.
All right. Well, that's very useful. Now everyone will start on the mediums, just like you, huh? All right.
I
I mean, I wouldn't trust someone who doesn't have a race plan.
Yeah. I
No,
wouldn't
no, exactly.
trust me, I'm not gonna lie.
But you know what? GapPX, the team boss, wants something to say to you. 1 second. He'll take over the mic.
Hello. I think you did a great job. It's a nice place you started. You got from pole. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. He didn't really like me pushing him to give the mic, but he still thinks.
He's so dreamy.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, good luck in the race. I'll restart the game in sec so y'all can do race simulations. Well, let's go to guy P6. Who's Lemon, who probably will do a chat interview. He's not even in game anymore. Is he in the voice chat? He's not, so we'll skip him. Drifting Casey. I don't know if you can come to stage. Probably be in chat. He's not really responding, so as he's not really responding as well. Oh, that's... We go to the next person then, which is technically Ala Football, who's not here as well. Aquacar is not here as well, so there only remains one, the guy who has had a very, very tough qualifying. who's breaking park for me as well. The Raid Club, that was not the best qualifying you've had. Talk us through the issues you experienced today. Oh, sorry, Sky, you'll be after the Raid Club.
Wonderful Caledonia movie.
Bro, it's not okay. Well, that's it for the Raid Club. That wasn't the most beautiful interview I've
Brother's
ever heard.
microphone is under a tub.
Let's go with Sky Kai. Sky Kai, barely scraped by in qualifying. You're starting second to last if the Raid Club wasn't choosing a pit lane start, of course. Tell us, how did you? Yeah, I know I'm talking, bro. Oh, you can talk. I forgot. Sorry. Continuing on. Of course, you almost missed qualifying. You still came. Are still a good amount behind Aqua, but you're still putting lap times on the board. Tell us, how is your qualifying from your point of view?
I was like turning up with 7 minutes to go and just putting up my 2 best lap times I've ever done with a setup I've never tried before. I take that. It's last, but who cares? I didn't like this track in practice, and I don't like it now, and I'm just gonna take a Friday drive like I usually do in the race.
Alright, you're
I think when you grow up, you're gonna be like one of those old men they put in videos of an unintentional ASMR with the voice that is deep and makes you go to sleep. I think that is my analysis of your qualifying performance. I contributed.
As I will be
Screw
analyzing.
it.
You're one of the few drivers who is not liking the track very much. How so?
It's just not suited to my style, really. I just don't know.
So you're
Like,
just saying you have a skill issue?
What
Yeah,
track
yeah.
is suited to your style, man?
none of them.
Every track he goes to, yeah, no, I don't like this track. It's not suited to my style.
I think Monza's suited to
But I
his
did
style.
like what? But I did like Chile, though.
His style is
Chile was
fucking
one of the
Avis.
most. Okay, wait, Chile was one of the most hated tracks, and you like it. He's
No, I
kind
loved it. It was good.
I know a few guys who never want to see that track ever again.
Like,
Lemon,
he's a bum.
he's a bum. I don't know if the Raid Club liked it.
Technical analysis.
Oddmanos.
He was drunk. Ari was drunk.
Oddmanos.
Oddmanos blew up.
Oddmanos blew up. Okay, great analysis.
They should
Just
put me in
because
one of
he's
those
Muslim.
tech analysis videos on Formula 1.
You're saying Oddmanos blew up just because he's Muslim. Are you racist?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
Prediction, Charles is gonna DQ. Sky Kai is gonna DQ. And Narrate is gonna DQ. That's my prediction.
Why am I going to DQ for being too slow?
No, you're gonna DQ because you're too slow. It's and you're gonna push more to try to be fast, and then you're gonna die.
Alright, I'm updating the game so y'all can do like race simulations without DRS and shit.
I have to go now, so
Goodbye.
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 Did I move a spawn? Bro. Or
Did I move a spawn? Did you finish the broadcast, or am I just